everybody, thanks for clicking on this video and welcome to my savings, budgeting, and YouTube journey. On this channel, I experiment with different budgeting styles, savings goals, and I share the strategies I learn as I go. So if that sounds interesting at all to you, please go ahead and click the like button and subscribe to follow my journey. Okay, so it's a couple days before payday and I just want to go over my March monthly budget, because I don't plan on spending any money tomorrow. So whatever is in the bank account now is what's going to be left from this paycheck and will roll over to the paycheck that I get this week. So I'm probably going to be a day behind in most of my videos just because I need time to edit. Yeah, that's just going to work out the best for me. So hopefully you guys will get some more, routine videos from me. But this is going to be our March monthly closeout. This here is just my budget cheat sheet. So this is what I use when I'm setting up the monthly budget. This right here, this is the March paycheck A, and then I did a closeout. I did a closeout for that, so make sure you check out that video if you want to see it. And then March paycheck B is the one that we just finished. It's ending on April 9th. So I went through to find out, how much each actual expense was. And I went over in a few things. I was under in a few things. Most of the variable expenses, I spent a little bit more than I should have. And I think that lends to having it right in the bank account without having to move the envelopes. I kind of just used whatever was in the bank account and plugged it in later instead of having the money separated and knowing this envelope is just for personal, this is just for miscellaneous. When it's all in the bank account, I just borrow from the total. So there's no real way for me to separate it ahead of time. So that might have lent to, how much I spent there. But the income, of course, is more than we expected because of that YouTube donation. Thank you again. And the sinking funds that we use for this month. There was an unexpected expense here at the DMV. This was for my daughter. Her ID was $40. Mine was actually like $90. So I actually had to take that from savings. So I didn't include it in these expenses because it just swapped with savings. But anyway, total, I see that my actual income for paycheck B was $2,600. We spent $1,039. We saved $496, but I subtracted the $176 of sinking funds we used. So $318 saved. So we should have a balance of $12.43, but we actually have a balance of $12.45. So that's okay with me. There's a $2 difference. These things take forever for me to do. I'm really hoping one day that it does not take as long as it does, because it's, to be honest with you, I'm kind of over it.
I'm tired of this, Grandpa.
That's too damn bad!
If I don't get it in the next 2 months, closeouts definitely have to change. Maybe I'll just do a closeout for variable expenses. I don't know, but I was able to, hopefully with this new budget planner, things will be easier. I decided to do budgets by category, so I'll show you that when I do my pre-payday prep. So that's for paycheck B. So I did a sum total of March A and March B, so these two paychecks, and I plugged it into my March monthly budget. So that did make it easier during the paychecks and then the monthly. That did make it easier. What I realized, I was watching one of the Budget Mom videos today, and I realized I need to binge watch those because I get a lot of inspiration from her, but I still have trouble understanding closeouts. Even when she explains it, I have to rewind it. My brain is just not catching on to this, and I don't understand. I know I'm not the only one though, so that's what it is. Anyway, I did figure this one out. Total for the month of March, the income was $82.69, and that is mostly because of the income tax refund that you can see right there, and the sinking funds that we use. That's where it's mostly from. And then I plugged in the YouTube income as well as the YouTube donation. So I added those all up. I got $82.69. We spent $3,071 this month. We saved $3,921 this month. So we saved $36.21 in sinking funds, and then we saved the $350 in the savings accounts. Actually, it should be more than that. There it is. Maybe that's what's going on. Okay, so we saved the $350. See, look, all I needed was you guys. So it was $36.21 in sinking funds, and then $350 and the automatic savings $39.71. 71. Now watch, this is still wrong somehow. $39.71. $12.27. So $39.71. You can barely see that. So that should leave us with $12.27, and we actually have $12.45. So let's see. So we have $18 more than we should, and I'm leaving that as it is. It is what it is. Total no spends was $17. Woohoo, yay. I forgot what my goals were. Let me look at that because that's important too. I just ripped it out because that's how I'm feeling today after trying to do this. Okay, YouTube, make over $200. We did do that. Finished quarterly goals. We finished all those quarterly goals, so yay. No spends. We did not make that. We only had 17, but very close. Three other days. Digital spend experiment, we did do that. No dining out, we did not do that. Dining out, I ended up spending $40 in dining out. No bueno. Yeah, we didn't make it the whole month. I think we made it 2.5 weeks, so like one pay period. Anyway, utilities, we paid $200. April internet, it did not go up by $30 for April. It's gonna go up next month, so May. So it's gonna go up. May is gonna go up to actually $20 because I talked to them. So it's gonna go from $57 to $77. But I'm definitely gonna take a look and check on that because we know how some things go. And lately things have been not working out for me. Like, I paid my mortgage again, and for some reason the glitch did not work out, so I had to pay it again because it didn't go through the first time. And then the Old Navy credit card never came, so I never paid that bill. The birth certificate, $30, still never came out, so you'll see that in the budget. Let me see which budget that in. That's in the B budget. So that never came out in paycheck A, and it never came out in paycheck B. So I don't know what the government is doing, but I need the birth certificate. Actually, I don't even need it now because we got her ID, but I would like to have a clean copy of her birth certificate. The one that we have is like disintegrating. What do they make these things out of? And tax cash stuffing, we did do that. Tax plan, we did do that. So I mean, we spent $3,000 this month. The budgeted expenses were $26.44, so not that much off. Plus, we had that extra income from the sinking funds, so it's okay. Savings, we expected to save $571 this month, and we actually saved $39.71. So that's awesome. And so we saved $3,400 more than we expected to, but we spent $427 more than we expected to in expenses. So I'm really hoping doing the budget by category will make this easier. I did kind of do that in the A. You see that? This is how I did the breakdown and figure out how much I spent for paycheck A. Same thing for what I did for paycheck B. So it's scribble scrabble. Again, I'm just trying to make these numbers work somehow, some way. So, like I said, we saved a total of $39.71. In the sinking funds, we saved $36.21, and then we saved that $3.50 in the automated savings. I knew that was going to be right, but I just had to do it again because... So that is a yay confetti moment. That is really good. We saved a lot of money. Most of that went into sinking funds. Let's see, a lot of it went into vacation. So all of this came from income tax. So that's where a lot of the savings came from. So I think what I want to start doing with these sinking funds and savings trackers is that I'm only going to show you guys this at the end of the month. It can be kind of complicated for me to try to do it every pay period. So, and I have it on 2 pages because these are my long term and my YouTube sinking funds here. Yeah, so it'll be interesting to go ahead and start fresh with our savings challenges for the next month. I did start the April budget, so tomorrow, let me show you my new planner. Yeah, that's a little note for myself. So here's the planner. What I decided to do is just start here fresh in April. I haven't filled this part out yet. I was too busy doing my closeout. But I do have my budget calendar that we initially did for April. Again, you can check out the April monthly budget for that. You just plug in when everything is due for the month. Here is the April monthly budget. The only thing that I changed since I last filmed the April monthly budget is that I added the sinking fund use here. So I am expecting already to spend $205 for her hair appointment that we have coming up next week. So I just decided, let me just plug that in now because I am expecting it so I can budget for it. So that'll come from a sinking fund. So I put that there, $205 added to the income, and it's going to come out right here. And that's her expected expense there. So these are all the expenses we're expecting. This is the savings that we're expecting here. So I did split these up. There's not a line in this binder for the actual and estimated income, I guess because not everybody cares about that part, but I do want to see, you know, what I'm estimating and what it actually is. So the rollover from the rollover from March to April, that amount is $1,245.86. And I do already know paycheck A that I'm going to get paid this week is $1,577, which is so much better than we thought. We thought it was going to be $1,475, so it's about $100 more. So I'm very happy about that. So the overtime did kick in. The other thing that I did was, again, watching the Budget Mom, I labeled these to try again. We're going to try this expense tracking on paper again. Let's see. So we're going to try to do cash envelopes on this sheet, variable expenses in the main account here. These are basically the bank accounts in these last few sheets. So we'll try it again. One thing I did see, or that I think I'm going to change, is when I'm using my wallet expense trackers. Like, for example, these. I saw somebody, and I'm going to give her a shout out when I can remember the name. But what she's doing, and other people probably are doing this too. I'm late to the bus, of course. They're subtracting whatever they spent here on the variable, here on their expense sheet, expense tracker, like right there in their envelope on the go. And then they're also, she also had a running balance of all of them together. So for example, let's say I'm putting 55 in the personal envelope, and I have money in all the other envelopes. I'm going to add up the total of all the envelopes, find out what that starting balance is, and then subtract it that way. So that way, not only will I be able to look quickly to see on the back what I have in each envelope, but I'll also have that other sheet with me that has a running balance of everywhere that I spent in order of when I spent them, that I can just transfer right to here at the end. And then the other two, I should be able to look straight from the bank account. Whew, yeah. I mean, it's so interesting for me to see how much I'm actually spending because I was not paying attention before. I mean, I had my budgets, but the spending after the budget didn't always line up. So it is very interesting to see, you know, where I'm overspending at. So we're going to try these new strategies for the month of April. Let me see where my goals are for April. I think we went over that, but I've added a few other things to the April goals. I added that running balance that I just talked about. The hair appointment that I have coming up, I added that to the sinking fund, the beginning balance, so that I know, you know, that's already part of the budget. We do have a vision appointment coming up. I think that's next weekend as well, next few weeks. So in case I have to spend any money there, in case I need like special glasses or whatever, or I want something different, I put that in there just in case. Gas, bank only. Oh, I went over that the gas can only come from the debit card or credit card. All right, so there's a couple things that are going to be moving around. This will be very interesting to see. I just might do a midweek check-in for this upcoming pay period because I'm interested to see, you know, how it goes and how my tracking goes. But I did retire though, so we'll see. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I'll just do one on my own and not film it. Let me know what you guys think. But that's April's monthly budget. I will come back and do my budget breakdown for my paycheck, which is paycheck A, so we can see how much we're actually planning on putting to each category. You know, what sinking funds we're going to contribute to, what savings challenges, all that good stuff. So that's it for me today. This was very quick and to the point, hopefully. Hopefully, but you got to see, you know, how much we budgeted versus how much we spent, how much we thought we'd save versus how much we actually saved. So March was a very good savings month. I will put that out there. So March was a very good savings month. The only thing that's got me down right now is how long it takes for me to do these closeouts. Like, it is not funny. It's crazy how long it takes me to do this. But I explain all the time that my brain just does not work like most people. So I get it. It's okay. I just have to be patient with myself. It's very hard for me to understand things when people are just telling it to me. Like, I have to be able to ask you questions. I just do. So yeah, that's it for me today. We did have a winner for our giveaway. We had Gina was the winner of our giveaway. So I'll make sure I sent out her budget planner sometime this week. So I'm very happy for you. Yay, Gina. Gina is she is definitely one of my OGs. So I'm very happy that she won. I am very happy that I was able to do a loyalty giveaway, and I might do those every so often. Like, maybe I'll do every other giveaway as a loyalty giveaway. I don't know. We'll see. I really like that. All right. That is it for me today, finally. I'm done talking. I want you to always remember it is about progression and not about perfection. And I'll see you back here for our pre-payday prep. Thanks for watching. Happy saving. Bye.